Good morning, everyone. Happy Management Monday to you. I hope you had a fantastic weekend. I certainly did. I am April here from All for HR and Business Solutions, and this is our Monday Management Moment. So today, we're talking about employee handbook policies. And as you know, employee handbooks are the greatest form of communication between employers and employees. So today we're going to talk about the um, the top 5 common problems with employee policies in your handbook. Number 1 is they're reactive, meaning employers, they put the policies in a handbook because a situation has happened. That is not a strategy for putting together a handbook. You should have a handbook in place automatically from the start of your business. I once had a client who did not want to include a sexual harassment policy in the handbook. And her logic was, because if I don't have the policy in there, no one can ever say it was violated and we can't be sued. That is totally wrong. Okay? Ignorance is no excuse. And our policies are put in in your handbook for the protection of your company and for your employees. And so if you don't have a policy in there in your handbook and something occurs, guess what? You can still have legal action filed against you. So it's very important that you do put together your handbook and make sure you have the correct policies in there. Number 2, the policies do not reflect state and federal changes. Many handbooks are put together and they're put on a shelf. They're sent out when a new hire is brought on board, but they're never updated. Okay, you must update your policies in your handbook. Some employers like to do so every 2 years, and some want every year. The thing is that some laws change consistently through the year. It may change through the year. So when a policy changes on a state or federal level, you must make the change in your handbook, and you must let your employees know either by email, by memo, by webinar, however you choose to communicate the change to your employees and the reason for the change. Okay. Number 3, the policies are written in legalese. Okay, policies are written in a way to where the employees need a law degree to interpret. You must make sure your policies are written in layman's terms so they're easy to understand. No employee should have to interpret what you mean in your policies. Okay, number 4, they create employee contracts. Okay, legal professionals recommend that employers include a statement in your handbook that nothing negates an at-will employment relationship. Okay, and that's because the policies that are too detailed can create a contract of employment. For instance, in a progressive discipline policy. Okay, it insinuates that a certain process will be followed, okay, before an employee is terminated. An employee who is terminated more abruptly may be able to argue that the company wrongfully terminated him or her. Okay, so it makes sure that statement that this is not an at-will contract, it protects you, because not only some instances when there are a progressive discipline policy in place, it depends, the policies are executed depending on the severity of the violation. So if the violation warrants immediate termination without going through level 1 of first offense, second offense, third offense, okay, then it protects you. Okay, and it protects your employees as well. Okay, so make sure you include the line in your handbook that includes a statement in your handbook that nothing negates the at-will employment relationship. Okay. And number 5, policies are not consistently enforced. I think this is one of the biggest problems with employee handbooks. Employers, be sure to be consistent across the board. Okay, when you execute your policies, make sure that you're consistent with all employees. Okay, because if not, you can definitely set yourself up for legal action. Okay, so those are the top 5 common problems with employee handbooks. Okay, number 1, they're reactive. They're put in, the policies are put in because something had happened. They should not be put in because something happened. They should be a handbook should be put together and administered and followed because it is the law and it's the right thing to do. Number 2, the policies are not reflecting changes in state and federal law. So make sure you update your policies in your handbook. Number 3, they're written to where they need to be interpreted by a law degree. Make sure you use layman's terms. Make it simple and easy for your employees to understand. Number 3, they create an employment contract. Don't forget the statement in your book that in your handbook that nothing negates the at-will employment relationship. And number 5, the policies are not consistently enforced. Make sure you're consistently enforcing those policies in your handbook. You need to update your policy. Hey, give us a call or email us offerhr@offerhr.net. Okay, you have questions about your handbook, don't forget you can ask questions live on the website offerhr@offerhr.net. All right, you have questions, give us a holler. Facebook Live tomorrow 7 to 8, and we're talking about hiring best practices and interviewing best practices and recruiting quality candidates. Okay, so have a great day. Happy Management Monday, everyone, and I will see you guys tomorrow, Tuesday, 7 to 8, Facebook Live. Have a great one, everyone.